Welcome to the Internet Box Podcast. I just fucked that up.
Welcome to the Internet Box Podcast.
Yep. God damn it.
You just want to restart it?
Nah, fuck that. Leave it in there. Welcome to the DaTreeHouse Podcast. I'm your host, Smokey, and he is...
Dojira.
And he is...
Rubberducky.
We're going to start off with this one would be just completely fucking up. God damn it. We're going to start off this one with fucking Pokemon Go. I just showed up at Rubberducky's house. It's like, yo, let's go raiding.
You just showed up like unannounced.
Yeah, just straight up, let's go raiding.
Cause I had messaged you like late at night, like, hey, are we gonna go raiding or whatever the fuck? Yeah, I didn't really get an immediate response, so I just went to sleep. And then you just fucking show up in my house in the morning, and I'm like, I don't even want to deal with you right now. I fucking went to bed at 5 in the morning. I'm gonna sleep.
I just basically kicked down the door like Leon Kennedy style, and just like, yo, let's go.
Let me preface this very slightly. Okay, so I just got off a 15-hour shift working at a construction site, just looking at stuff.
Rocks.
I came home at, around 6:30 or 7 a.m., got some sleep, woke up at 11 to a text from Smokey here telling me, hey, let's go raiding. So I was like,
nigga, let's go raiding.
Yeah, pretty much. I had 15 hours of having to stay up.
Again, that's only the second time I've heard you say that. It's so unnatural.
Of having to stay up, and now I'm going raiding. So yeah, fuck it. Why not? Why the fuck not?
It was just so like out of nowhere, like, let's go. Let's all just fucking go. Let's go.
And then I came and Leon Kennedy at his house and kicked in the door. So yeah.
Yeah.
Then we just waited for Princess here to get ready.
I mean, it didn't take that long. All I did was go to the car, grab my pants and shorts that I were wearing yesterday, and just put them on. Because I had to go. I was at the Anaheim Convention Center yesterday for the Kangaskhan thing, and I had work at 8, so I was like, I'm not going to come back home to change. I just took all my work clothes there, then changed at work in the bathroom, and then...
Why?
Why what?
Why not just change it for everybody? I'm pretty sure everybody would have loved the show.
I mean, I've done it before. It's just, I didn't.
Why in the bathroom? Come on, man. I'm pretty sure your coworkers wouldn't mind watching a good show.
I didn't really feel like I wanted to change.
Okay.
Not this time, maybe next time.
Like normally when I do it, it's like it's in a parking lot and there aren't really people around. Sometimes there are, sometimes there aren't. But there are people I don't know. I don't really want to change and expose myself in my boxers and like a wife beater in front of coworkers that are going to see me on a regular basis. So that's why I changed in the bathroom.
So if you know who he is, go to the cameras, go scrimmage through them, and maybe sell
cameras
the video.
Don't point to the parking lot.
Maybe sell them off to your coworkers. Yo, I got Rubberducky in his underwear here. You want a video? You want a video?
I swear like that's valuable. You guys have seen me in my
It could
underwear.
be to certain people. You don't know.
To a certain stalker girl who would probably kill.
Maybe.
Oh yeah, you're a stalker girl?
She's not a stalker girl anymore. She's calmed down. But she was...
She's still
quite
very
a stalker
eccentric.
back in the day.
Not stalker, because she didn't... Stalker implies that she followed me home and followed everything I did. She was more obsessed.
Well, how would you know she didn't stalk you?
Mr. I'm oblivious to everything.
I mean, I wouldn't know specifically, but she didn't really have any way to follow me around.
Well,
not true at all.
Well, either way, I had an exhausting morning. I came to Rubberducky's house. I'm there for literally 10 minutes, and I'm tired. Like
Less than 10 minutes.
Yeah, for less than 10 minutes. I'm like, all right, let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. We leave the house, and the first thing that me and Smokey see here are fucking tickets on our cars.
Citations.
Yeah, citations for, what was it?
Street sweeping.
Street sweeping. I'm not there for fucking 10 minutes. It's ridiculous.
I look at
It literally wasn't even that, because you arrived, I got up, went to the car. There were no tickets on you guys' car. I came back, changed, and then went back into my room, because I changed in my niece's room. Came back into my room, was like, all right, let's go. And then I grabbed my stuff, and then we headed out, and then you guys found the fucking tickets there.
So fucking annoying. And I'm like, oh, I already know how this day is going to go. Obviously
Yeah,
not, though.
fucking negative, like right out the bat. We're in the minus.
Yeah, you're in the hole already.
Yeah, something incredible has to happen for this day to become better.
Like, our first fucking raid is like, all right, you know what? This is close. Let's go to Iranitar. It's close by. We can finally knock
literally
it out.
like 2-minute drive away.
I did not have one yet, so.
Like, we just went there. We met up with a nice group. We did our thing. We caught it.
We all caught it.
We all caught it.
Asian guy in a cowboy hat, very interesting.
Dude, that
Yeah.
dude rocked it. He knew how to rock.
He was good.
He exhumed power.
He
and
looks
authority.
like a legit cowboy.
Yeah. He even had like a small accent.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we all caught it. It's like, all right, we're slowly making our way back to negative. Yeah, back into the
back to equilibrium.
Yeah, zero.
Back to breaking even.
Yeah, it's like slowly, but we're going. Fucking, we go to the next area. It's like, all right, let's try to catch this Lugia. Nope.
Did not work out too well.
I mean, I caught it.
Did not work out too
At
well
this
for
point, you were
Smokey
bragging
and I.
about your capture rate being 100.
No, I wasn't bragging at this point. It was at a later point.
Yeah, so far Rubberducky has caught both the Tyranitar and the Lugia.
Yeah.
We go to the next one. We waited an hour. We went to a fucking store to get some refreshments. Like, oh, okay. It's a hot day. Might as well get some cold drinks in us. We found a very nice raiding group.
Very nice. But here's the thing. I thought I had the headphones, so I couldn't hear too well because they're very good for noise cancellation. But there was somebody said, "Hey, let's make a private group." Because I didn't understand if they said because there are like 6 spoofers here, but he pointed at that specific person. So did he mean, "Hey, let's make a private group so that guy doesn't join because he's like the 6 spoofers," or like, "Hey, there's just 6 random spoofers that we don't know, so let's all of us here join us."
I thought it was a second option.
Hey, there's just 6 spoofers here, and let's just make our own group for each other.
Yeah, I thought it was that one.
Because it seemed like that guy was the only one that didn't get in, and it seemed like he was the one with like 6 accounts running on his phone somehow. So it seemed like it was.
You thought the guy was singling him out?
Yeah, something like that. Because that's what it sounded like. Hey, at first I thought, hey, there's random spoofers here. Let's single them out. And let's all of us here, all the people here, let's all group up in a private group.
Yeah.
But then it turned out he was the only one that couldn't get in. So I was like, did we accidentally single him out specifically?
Well, I didn't do anything, so I kept quiet.
Yeah, I kept quiet as well. But as soon as I we all were in there and he said he didn't get in, it was like, I mean, we had like 17 people and you would be our 18, except that you have like 6 accounts tied to your phone right now. All active at somehow. I don't exactly know how that works. And that's why you weren't able to get in, because you're trying to get 6 into a group of 17 already.
See, I think Roy over there spots some holes in that guy's story. Maybe he was just a spoofer. 6 accounts, maybe?
Wait, was this at the second or the third location?
At where we stopped by at
third location.
Okay, let's go back a bit to the second location. Some kid showed up a little late.
Oh, that's right.
To try to capture a Lugia. So what happened, guys? What happened?
We were just there being cordial. Like we were doing our raid. They just literally walked up through the raid group, didn't say anything, and just stood in the corner for a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, we finished our raid. We asked them, like, are you guys new? Did you guys want to raid with us? Yeah. We're just new. We're going to go try to start the raid.
At that point, we had already started, didn't we?
Yeah, we already finished.
Oh, we finished. Okay.
Then we went inside to sprint, got our badges and shit. We walked out and, like, we were just talking to each other. It was like, how do you, like, I think somebody else asked, like, is this your first raid?
Yeah, that one old dude asked them, because we're all talking about, like, what raid are we going to next? Like, there's Lugia, there's this,
we're just trying to coordinate with each other.
Yeah. And then the old guy's just talking to them, like, oh, is this your first raid ever? And they're like, yeah, we've never done a raid, and, like, we don't exactly know the mechanics and everything.
No, then he also pointed out, wait, are you trying to solo with Lugia? Yeah. It's like, no, pull out. You're not gonna be able to do it.
You're not going to do it.
Yeah, you're not going to do it.
And at this point, like, we chimed in, like, wait, what do you mean try to solo? You're not... He's gonna kick your ass. Just don't do it. You might as well wait for another group.
We're trying to encourage him to wait for a bigger group to come so they can have a better chance doing it. Because you're not going to do it alone.
There was a solid, like, 30 minutes for another group to come.
Yeah, and there was already, like, 2 or 3 other people along with them. So 5 right there with those 2 kids, like, already waiting for another group. Another group will form. That is a very popular spot.
Another one was, like, down the street. It's like, well, if you're not going to find one here, you could probably find one there. I can see another raid group. Like,
yeah, they bunch of the people who just said right now that they're heading to that one.
Yeah.
So you guys both have bikes. You can easily bike it over there.
But instead, those kids got pissed.
No.
Butthurt.
That was after a certain comment of, like, we were telling them, like, you're gonna need more of this. Like, what do you have? Like, we're trying to help him out. It's like he's like, we recommend this just because, like, it's gonna be a little bit hard, but we still recommend a lot more people.
Yeah. And
apparently it's like, oh, it's our first time raiding groups. Like, you're gonna get squashed, man. Just don't do it.
Yeah.
One of them...
It's like, you can hold your own in a group of, like, 15 or 20, but right now you're trying to, like, 2-man it. There's no way you're gonna beat it whatsoever.
And it's like, you can't be the showstopper for this. You need a group. You need to work with a team. And one was like, nah, these guys are making fun of us. Let's just go. Let's just get out of here. It's like,
yeah.
We're actually...
We were trying to help them out.
Yeah, we're telling you, by our own experience, you could be level 40, which is the max level. You can have a team
level
of
80.
You could be level 80 with full 600% Tyranitars, and you still will not solo it.
Yeah.
It don't matter. You need at least a team of like 6 to 8, like level 40, like really high CP people to be able to take it down with that smaller group. Otherwise, you need a big group, and they didn't understand that. They thought we were making fun of them.
They just said like, "Oh man, they're calling us fucking pussies," and just left pretty much.
Yeah,
they're calling us kids. It's like, no, we're trying to help you out.
Even though they are kids.
Yeah, they were kids. They were like probably 12, 13-ish.
Yeah, they were definitely in their teens.
It's like they just literally started leaving. It's like, did they really just leave? Because like we're trying to help them out. If it sounds like we're being assholes,
Well, they're being prideful.
It's their fault then.
As they were leaving, I heard one of them say, "It's like, yeah, they're making fun of us. Let's just go, man." I was like, "We're not. We're trying to help you. We want to help you do this raid.
Don't do it. You're gonna get squashed
and capture this Lugia potentially, even though it's got such a low capture rate. But we want to help you out. We want you to experience your first raid because it is fun, it is entertaining, and there's good rewards, and all these things, all these benefits." You're not listening, though.
Yeah, but they're young. Their psyches are going to get hurt. They
best,
can't handle their pride being squashed like that.
The best way I can describe this is, like, there's a squad of 6 of us who are going to go take down a bear. We work as a team to take it down. These kids are like fucking little birds who want to take down the bear. It's like, oh, we could totally do that. It's like,
no, you're not.
Mm-hmm. No.
And I mean this in the best way possible.
You're going to get yourself
You're
killed.
going to get your ass kicked if you try to do that.
You're going to waste a raid pass.
That somehow came off to them as, you motherfucking little pussy pieces of shit ain't going to do nothing. Somehow that translated to them.
Mm-hmm. It was like, oh man, screw these guys. It's like, okay, don't take the help.
Yeah.
Don't take the advice.
Whatever.
Don't be dicks about it.
They should have.
I've literally never ran into anyone.
The elitism in these kids are damn near like damn near Destiny when the raids came out.
No, but this actually reminds me of Sunday when I was going Kangaskhan hunting.
Yeah.
Because like I was there all Saturday, which I talked about before. I was there Sunday as well, and on both days there's tons of people, big ass crowds, and no one at all was mean to each other at all. It was like I'm talking to little kids, and they're like, "How do you guys know where the unknown is or the Kangaskhan?" I was like, "Oh, I use this site."
Oh, I see a group over there.
Yeah, no, it's like I use this site, and it tells you like, "Oh, can you tell me what the site is?" Like, yeah, and then I showed it to them.
Very
like,
cordial.
Yeah, very cordial. Like, hey, you don't have this information here. Let me give you this information. And everything.
Everyone's there to have some fun.
Everyone was there to have some fun. And as I was leaving near the end, because I had work at 8, everyone was like in front of the convention center, and everyone, whenever an unknown would pop, because there was a big group, and I guess they just weren't moving at that point. They were just sitting still because they were tired.
Waiting.
Whenever an unknown popped, everybody would just yell out, "W!"
They shout out the letter of the unknown.
Yeah, it's like, "You!" Or like, fucking L! And everyone would like kind of like slowly migrate around like this big little fountain. But that was entertaining to see.
Yeah.
But right around the corner from the convention center is a small little neighborhood, which has like private parking and everything, where you have to have like a permit and all this stuff, which is fine. But there was a Kangaskhan that spawned like right in the middle of that. And of course, everyone starts going in there, as everyone has been doing for the past like 2 or 3 days.
Yeah.
And they're not causing a fuss. They're causing a little bit of like a traffic jam, but nobody from the neighborhood is really trying to leave. Everyone's there.
No one's being too obnoxious and screaming.
Yeah, no one at all. No one at all. And then we get to the point where the Kangaskhan spawns, and there's one fucking old lady that comes out and is like, "Are you guys here to visit someone?" And we're like, "No, we're here to do this." "Then you guys need to leave. You guys need to leave right now. I don't want you on my property." It's like, "You can't really stop us." It's like, "This is private property. You can't be here." It's like, "Yeah, it's private property, but this is also public property. We're not."
Sidewalk is not private property.
Yeah, your home is private property. This is not private property. And
Did you say that? Who said that?
This other guy tried to talk to her. Was like, "Lady, I understand that you're." He was very like cordial. Was like, "Lady,
very formal,
very formal, very like polite. Lady, I understand that you're upset as we've come in a big crowd, but I guarantee you, no one here is going to cause a fuss. No one here is going to cause any vandalism. Nobody's here to take spots or anything. We're just here to catch our Pokemon that just happened to spawn in this area, and then everybody leaves. It's literally not going to last more than maybe 10, 15 minutes at this point." She's like, no, I'm going to call the cops and this and that. And he was like, "By all means, call the cops. They're not going to do anything because more than likely, this will have despawned by the time they show up, and you would just look like the crazy old lady that called the cops on nothing."
Did he say that?
Yes.
Okay.
Because at this point, he was losing his patience because it was a whole conversation that I'm kind of glossing over.
Gotcha.
No,
because he was being very cordial, like, "Hey, this is the reason it's happening. It's not going to cause a fuss. There's no hoodlums. There's no
The
nothing.
word you're looking for is he's being rational to an irrational person.
Yeah, and she was just bitching up a storm. Like, I'm going to call the cops. You guys need to fucking leave and this and that. And we're like,
Okay.
no. And nobody left until they caught their Kangaskhan's, and then they started leaving. And it's like, but there were still more and more people coming. So it's like, lady, this is what I said before I left. Like, lady, you're not going to stop it. There's literally nothing you can do. And because as long as this is still here, people will be coming here. And you're just going to have to deal with it. And that she just threw a bitch fit. And then as me and that guy were walking, we kept talking, whatever. We kept warning everybody, like, hey, there's a Kangaskhan right there. There's a bitchy ass old lady. Just tell her you're visiting someone. That'll help calm her sorry ass down, maybe.
No.
But there were still hordes of people still coming.
We're all visiting.
Yeah, we're all visiting the same guy.
Who's
and there were other neighbors.
Who are you visiting, Kang? Kang who? Khan?
Yeah.
Pretty much. All family get together.
Oh yeah, that's the goal. They're here from Australia visiting.
No, they're here from China.
Kang just had a baby. We're visiting.
Yeah. You know, 2% of the world population is like the King is gone.
Yeah.
We're just visiting.
But she was literally, she even said that someone else had like called a complaint and whatever. It's like, you're not even the manager or whatever. You're just one of the neighbors here. You live here, sure. And I can understand why it's annoying. It's not going to last more than half an hour at the most. Because it takes at least 15 minutes for people to realize it's there and walk there.
Yep.
And by that point, it's only going to last 15 minutes or so.
And it's going to despawn eventually.
Yeah, it's going to despawn very quickly. And it's like, there were other neighbors there that were like curious as to like, what's going on? And then like me and that same guy were like, yeah, it's this thing called Pokemon Go. There's this exclusive thing here. And everyone just shows up, they capture, and then they leave. And there's like ladies on a wheelchair and like other neighbors are like, oh, okay, that makes sense. That I understand why.
It's a GPS game. You kind of need to walk.
Yeah, it's fine. I don't understand why that lady's going crazy. She's not even the manager. That's how I know she wasn't, because
she's going crazy because
the one like a daughter with I assume it's like a older lady, but like daughter to like a mother in a wheelchair, like grandmother ish type, whatever. She's the one that told us like, yeah, she's not even like the owner or manager or whatever of the property. She's just lives there. So she has no right to do anything. She's a
tenant, not a property manager?
She's a tenant there. So she has no right to to threaten us, really.
She's just an old lady who wants people out. That's it.
Oh, yeah.
Because there's so much noise or whatever the fuck.
It wasn't even noise. It was just like the traffic. I have a problem with hearing aid.
The battery's out. But I'm still going to yell at you for a noise complaint. Like, what?
Which, sure. Yeah, there was a traffic light, a little jam, whatever. But everyone's like going in there. They park for like 2 seconds. They capture it.
It's not like she was driving anywhere.
Yeah, she wasn't driving anywhere. She wasn't leaving. She wasn't doing anything. But she was just being a bitch.
How old does she look?
60s-ish.
Oh, okay.
If I were to take a guess.
Okay.
Well, yeah, that was the worst. And then I think you ran into some assholes. But I think you ran into pedestrian people, which I don't understand why you didn't just park.
I was trying to find like a legit parking spot. I was like, people just kept running in front of my car. I was like, are you serious? Like, whatever. I know there's a Kangaskhan. Sure, whatever. Just go for it. I only got one. The other one ran.
You only have one?
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
I'm not there for more. I was like, I'm not going to power it up. Fuck it.
Where candy that bitch?
Yeah.
Kangaskhan? Hell no.
I was like,
I would. Okay, I got a 97 Kangaskhan.
I'm in a neighborhood. I'm just going to drive. And fucking people just kept running in front of my car. Like, what are you doing? Can you not see a car? It's like, I thought most of the time, like, majority of the time, like 98% of the time, I've run into like very rational and very understanding Pokemon Go players.
Yeah.
But the time I went, I ran into the 2% who does not know, don't run in front of a car.
Right.
Yeah, because like I said, I was there all day. I saw tons of crowds, and everyone was like, all right, we need to jaywalk across the street. All right, there are no cars. Let's jaywalk now. Oh, there are cars? We'll just wait a little bit.
Being courteous.
Yeah.
It was the other way
Never
around.
saw anyone straight run in front of cars.
Yeah, people would just run in front of my... I was like...
You had a bad time.
What the fuck? Okay, whatever. It's the first one. Is like, you get that 2%. Go 5 feet. Same thing. They run across like, are you kidding me? Whatever. It's still just a 2%. It just keeps going and going. I was like, fuck it. I got my one Kangaskhan. I'm going home. Fuck these guys.
That is not cool.
It was like...
How would you trade, though?
I ran into like the 2% of the assholes of the Pokemon Go community. Mm-hmm. Like those kids. But it was just like, I can't believe... I'm trying to drive, trying to get out of here. Find some actual parking. Nope. Just be complete assholes. Just go for you only. It's like I'm a couple seconds away from like driving through a mob right now. Almost like that the thing that happened over the weekend.
What thing?
Dude drove through white supremacy thing.
In Charlottesville?
Yeah.
Oh.
I almost wanted to do that, man.
The way you said it sounded like somebody like they were having a white supremacist rally and someone ran through the white supremacist rally, but it was a white supremacist that ran into counter protesters.
I still
That's when it killed that woman,
I kind of
right?
want to run through them.
That's when it killed that woman, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, sadly.
But back to
Back to today's Pokemon events.
Yes, more important things.
Yes, more valuable things. Well,
we felt like after the third Lugia thing, it was like, okay, let's just hit up this Tyranitar thing.
Yeah.
It's on the way back.
At this point, I only had like one raid pass left, and I was like, fuck, I want to save it for a Lugia, but fuck it. You know what? I have $1 on me. I could definitely buy some coins so I can get in the raid pass.
yeah.
So I went for Tyranitar with you guys.
You were
And
10 seconds behind.
yeah. I was debating whether or not to actually go for the raid, and by the time I decided, people had already joined in, and I couldn't join in time. So when I joined in, it was literally just me and one other dude.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
You
you just
and a dude and his family in a car.
Yeah.
we got there and we were in the car and we're like, oh, so Dojira, are you gonna join us? And he's like, no, I'm gonna save it for Lugia. It's like, all right, then we got out of the car and we joined in, whatever.
And then I was like,
And then
you
you
know
decided
what?
to stay there and contemplate. It's like, I don't know, is it worth it, whatever. And then you decided a little too late.
Yeah.
And then
Wait,
you couldn't
10
go.
seconds.
So it was just you and like these 5 other people. Luckily, I still had my access to my cousin's account because he wanted me to catch him some Kangaskhan since I was there and some unknowns. So I tried to help out with what little I could, but his best Pokemon was a 2009 Charizard.
And he had no revive.
He had no revives, so we tried at least 3 times, but every time I just output less and less DPS because I couldn't get there.
So I wasted that raid pass when I only had like maybe 5 people to help me out with that Tyranitar. So
Yeah.
So we're back in the negatives at this point for him.
And I'm like, man, it's a bad day.
I mean, we're still in the positive at this point. He's in the negative even further because he wasted a raid pass.
He's in the negative. I'm slightly under the negative because of that fucking ticket.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm still riding on high. I'm still 100% catch rate. I got 2 Lugias, 2 Tyranitar so far.
And I decided to buy a raid pass, so I had 1 raid pass left. And I was like, I'm going to use this for a fucking Lugia.
This is like the last Lugia of the day. It's like, okay, everybody's kind of worn out.
At this point, I'm thinking, like, there's no way I'm going to catch this thing.
Like we beat it. Like, you know, it's 15 people. Like, yeah, we can totally do this. I look at the CP. It's 2053. What? Like somebody was yelling out, yell out your CPs. If it's 2056, it's a perfect one. I was like,
We actually had a team that was like 19 people strong, so that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, and sadly, there was that one construction worker.
One guy that could have made it 20 just came a little too late.
No, I'm talking about the guy who said he like worked there,
The
and he's
level
like
18 dude.
he had to go back to work, so he couldn't like participate. He would have been the 20. He would have been guaranteed a win, but he couldn't.
Sucks.
but
That would have sucked.
it was just like, okay. Like one crazy lady, she was just yelling, yell out your CPs. We just wanted out. I was like, okay, I got 2053. I said, what? Immediately when I said that, there was a look of hate because I was 3 CP away from a perfect one.
Which again, I still don't understand how it's not.
I don't know, dude.
I don't understand this fucking math formula shit.
So with 20 people, we beat the Lugia.
Yeah.
We started trying to catch it. And
Yeah.
I'm just like downtrodden and upset. Like, okay, whatever. I'll just throw my balls, get this over with, because I've already wasted fucking like 4 raid passes today.
You're in like
I
the
was
negative 6.
quite annoyed because everyone's yelling out their CP. Oh, 20 this, 20 that. I'm like, mine's 1980. It's weak as fuck.
And I was like, oh yes, good year, good year.
Good year. It's older
year,
than my
good song.
vehicle.
Yeah.
It just like I yell it out like the look of hate. Like I swear to God, if everybody had laser vision, I'd be like optic blast to hell by now.
I'm not
Mega
sure.
optic blast.
I'm not sure, but I think I was the first one to catch it. Finally!
Yeah,
Because
finally,
I
you
just
got your first
started
Lugia.
screaming, yes! Yes! At the top of my lungs, and everyone just starts looking at me. And I didn't even care about the CP, I was just glad that I had one. And then when I looked at it, it was 2046. Which turns out, I got a 98%.
Yep.
So that's pretty good. A damn near perfect Lugia for my last raid pass. I'm happy, and
Damn near perfect Lugia for your last raid pass
Yeah.
and your first caught Lugia.
I am now in the positives for how my day is going. Fuck that ticket. Fuck that 15 hours. But at least I got my Lugia.
Yeah.
Personally, it's just like I caught it as like I gotta check the stats. I use the IV checker. Like, what does this say? 100. I'm 3 CP less, but it says 100. All right, let's go to our gym leader Valor to see what she says. You know, does it accomplish anything? All right. Health. All right. Attack. Okay. Defense. Blown. What the fuck?
That's all 3.
That's the best thing she could say. to guarantee that it is 100%.
It's like
But it's 3
doesn't
CP
add up.
lower. Which I found the chart, by the way, that someone gave me. I don't know how accurate this chart is, considering based on it, I should have like a 89 point something Zapdos, but it's actually like a 73. But based on this thing, you actually have a 15 attack, 14 defense, 15 stamina Lugia.
Yeah.
But it still says 100%, so I don't understand how the fucking math works.
I don't know, dude.
It's fucking
Who cares?
magic.
You guys
It's magic.
have 100%.
It's
And I
blood
have
magic.
98. I'm fucking happy. So
It's blood magic.
It's blood magic. The best thing is,
Blood math.
I can almost like match yours, like almost blow for blow, just like maybe 3 CP less, or maybe 3 points somewhere off. I can easily change the attack. That's
It's gonna be like if we fight our Lugias, mine's gonna have 1 health and yours gonna go down.
yeah, something like that.
That's what it's gonna be.
Or I just wait for your internet connection to go down, then I kill you.
Yeah, fuck that. Yeah, but then I would disconnect. But they actually have to implement fucking friends feature in the goddamn game.
I don't know, dude.
Because if they did, I would add you guys, but I would add some of the raiding people that I've met, like the freaking Asian lady and the white dude.
Yeah.
I've seen them constantly when I go raiding. They're everywhere.
Dude, it was so fucking great. We were so far into the negatives this morning. We came back, we're like so far into the positives. I don't care if like the fucking meteor strikes the earth, like I'm good.
I don't care.
I would care at that point.
I do not care that I missed a solar eclipse at all. I do
Yeah,
not care.
I mean, I didn't really care. It's like I can't look at it. It's not really making here dark. It's not where we live. It's not making it dark, and I can't look directly at it without special sunglasses. And I'm not about to go buy fucking special sunglasses for an event that only happens. Yeah, even that's not worth it to me.
No, I'd rather go buy candy bar.
I got a rate pass. So.
That's what I'm saying. It's like I don't want to waste the dollar on something that's literally going to be useful to me for like
100
half
years.
an hour. And then never again for like the next 50 or so years. No. Based on what it is, about like 60 or 70 years.
100.
Potentially.
100.
Ish.
I'd rather look at a lunar eclipse, or a total lunar eclipse, or a total solar eclipse. But this one is just like, for where we are, it's like you just see part of it.
Yeah, it was.
I'd rather see the
It was.
whole fucking
It was
thing.
nothing.
I remember there being a solar eclipse or some kind of eclipse in the early 2000s.
Yep.
And everyone made a big fucking deal about that. That
Same
it
thing
would,
like now.
except that one, they said that won't happen for like another couple hundred years. I specifically remember that because that became a whole episode in Charmed about the solar eclipse.
It's interesting. I'm not gonna say it's bad. It's just like, okay, I don't know why people started streaming these things. Like I could see it everywhere else. I don't know why you want to copy everybody else. You
Seriously.
conformist.
I think one of my friends is actually in like Tennessee where it's supposed to like go.
That's something I want to see. Versus like
Yeah.
the 50%, the 75%, and the total 100% deadline.
All my friends in Tennessee were Snapchatting that today, so I just got to see that over and over again.
I don't know why people in California like look at the solar eclipse. I am being edgy. Ha ha ha.
Pretty much.
I don't care.
Yeah, it's not even dark where we are. Like it's nowhere
No.
near dark.
You can only see it as like cloudy. That's it. That's the only difference I saw today.
Yeah, it's
It's
like
sunny as shit outside. Oh wait, it's cloudy. Okay, solar eclipse. Okay, that's it.
it's fucking pointless. I mean, cool. Astronomically, it's cool. Not necessarily cool from where we live, where it's like you can barely even notice it. Very cool in the line where it goes across the United States,
100%, yeah.
where it's totally black out for like miles and miles.
The 75%.
Oh, that would be awesome.
75% darkness. That's awesome.
We barely get
totality-
maybe like
50,
20,
50,
if that.
25.
Yeah,
Yeah, something like that. So it's like whatever.
I can do without it.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude. Just today we started off so fucking bad. Ended it on like a 95 and up. Fucking Lugias and shit. Like yes,
Mm-hmm.
yes.
Means we can, and I'm telling you from experience, you're gonna be able to take down gyms like fucking nothing. I tell you what.
It's been like what,
I
maybe
believe
an
it.
hour. I'm still riding that goddamn high, dude.
Oh, it's not gonna go away for a while. Not gonna go away for a while.
I don't know how to explain it. It was so shit. Then those shitty little kids who were trash talking us. Like,
They weren't trash talking us.
they
They were just annoyed at
fine,
us.
discouraged.
Yeah, they were discouraged at what they thought we had said.
Yeah,
Like, oh,
they
look,
thought
they
we were bullying them.
Oh, they want to see bullying. I'll bully the shit out of them. Make sure their daddy cries.
All right, that's a little overkill right there, but
You've
sure.
heard me. That's how real bullies do it. They don't bully their kids. They bully them so hard their parents cry.
Mm-hmm.
Again, a little overkill, but sure, why not?
Dude, over the weekend, I remember Googling your street accidentally. See, Roy knows exactly where I'm going.
My street or his street?
What's his face's street over there?
Rubberducky's.
Why?
Down the house down the street from you. It's a bitchin' house.
Oh, the mansion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was weird because I live in a neighborhood where it's like, hey, you know, the houses, you know, they look nice-ish.
Yeah.
They're pretty good. My house is worth a surprising amount of money, sure. And it looks nice. It's got like a game room and it's got like a whole bunch of rooms and like
unofficial attachments.
Shut up. It's got like a fire pit and all sorts of stuff, but I have no grass anywhere on the property, which pisses me off.
Your dad's fault.
That actually lowers the value of it.
I would think so, and it sucks because we have dogs, and dogs kind of need grass. They don't need it, but I mean,
no, it's highly
it'd be
recommended.
nice.
Yeah, it's highly recommended that dogs have grass, considering they just shit on the cement, and the cement is gonna absorb all that piss and shit.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, oh hey, that corner now it smells like piss and shit no matter what.
Yeah.
But that grass would absorb it, and it would dispel it, and it would just go away.
Dispel it enough to where it's like it's not as worse as horrible as it is now.
No, the grass would just absorb the whole thing, and it will just go away.
Yeah.
I mean, specifically because we have big dogs, and generally they would shit. At least, well, the previous dogs we had, these guys have never really had grass. They had dirt, but like generally they'd shit in one specific area, and that kind of has a faint smell. But that's just because that's the only corner where they shit. These dogs, because there's no grass, and it's all cement all over the property. They'll just shit wherever.
Before they had dirt.
Before they had dirt, and they would still kind of shit anywhere. But now they have cement everywhere. It's like they don't give a shit where they shit. They'll just shit everywhere. It don't matter.
So sorry to hear that.
They got their potty taken away.
Pretty much. And then like my dad moved their house to that corner, and I was like, they're never at that corner.
I don't know.
Their house used to be over here, like right next to the game room, and they would always be there inside the house or just laying around in it.
Just looking at
my dad moved it. They never go to where the house is now. They still stay over there.
The dogs you have are fucking family dogs. They want to be as close to the family as possible. That's why the house is there. That's like a great fucking idea. Let's move it to the farthest corner of the house. Like we're exiling them. It's like, that's not good for the dog. No, the dog will stay there. It's like, what's your facts? Because I could go online right now and prove to you how my facts, this works. Like, no, my craziness will expand and be logical. Like,
he used to have like some solid knowledge
reasoning
on German Shepherd dogs specifically because he actually had like, I think they're still over there, like a bunch of books on German Shepherds, on like psychology on the dog, what they can eat, what they should eat, recommended this, recommended that, whatever. And he read it and he knows all about it. But as of right now, he's not implementing any of that knowledge that he does have.
Think he forgot all about it or what?
Probably
in his old age,
maybe, because when we had the previous German Shepherds, he took care of them like nothing.
Family?
They were family. He treated them like family, and then like whatever. Because like they were even allowed inside the house for the most part. These dogs, not so much, which kind of sucks. And then hopefully one day I'll be able to get my own dog, and that dog will stay in my own room, and it'll have its own bed. I'm hoping to have like a little corgi German Shepherd mix, so it looks like a German Shepherd, but the size of a corgi.
You mean a size of a loaf of bread?
I would like a beagle. That'd be nice.
Yeah.
I want a husky.
Something small.
You already have a husky.
That's not my husky.
You have a husky.
Yes.
Is it your mom's husky?
Yes.
Okay. That you take care of?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I don't know how the fuck that works. It's like, Mom, I swear to you, if you get the female one, I will love it to death. But if you get this one because you hate the crooked eyes, I'm just gonna do whatever. I don't care. Mm-hmm. It's like, no, I don't like the female because it's crooked eyes, Mom. I'm looking at the dog you want right now. It's been 2 weeks. The eyes are crooked. Worse. No, I want this one. Like, if you want the boy, just say it, because I'm looking at it like, I like the girl. Like, nah, I want this one. Like, okay. The fat boy, he's, let's see, what is it? Today is August. So he's 7 months now?
Wow, already?
Yeah.
They grow up so fast.
They do. I remember when he was almost as big as that fucking Charger. Now he's almost as big as Jackie back there. But skinny.
He's very lively.
No. He's a lazy piece of shit. I love him.
Bullshit. The only time we've seen him, he was lively.
Very
as
lively.
Fuck.
Yeah, he likes to meet people.
Okay.
Like the greatest fucking guard dog in the world. He will smile, wag his tail as people take their shit out the door.
What a great guard dog.
I don't know how to explain it. It's just like, yo, this dog is great.
It's cute as hell.
Dude, I don't know how to explain it. I mean, all he does is like, you want to go for a walk, boy? No? Good boy, you lazy piece of shit.
Because you don't want to walk either.
No.
Unless you're, getting Pokemon, so.
No, I take him. My mom wants me to take him to the dog park so I can teach him some stuff. It's like, Mom, please, do you want to do it? She's like, no, you can train it. It's like, Mom, you fight me every tooth and nail how to train this dog. Yet you want me to train this dog, but you say no to everything. I can't keep fighting you and the dog. You gotta pick one. She's like, no, you can do it. No, you're doing it.
Your mom's not gonna do that.
What?
She won't listen to you.
She'll listen to the dog. It's like, you don't correct it immediately. You give it a chance to probably fix itself. Like, no, you correct it immediately. Like, it's not a human. They don't understand what they're doing wrong.
Mm-hmm.
But,
They said it's a good boy.
I mean, dogs are very simple.
Holy shit! My sister just texted me and told me that the trailer for Shenmue 3 is out. Fuck! I'm waiting for that for a long time.
Shenmue?
Shenmue.
Shenmue?
Shenmue. SHENMUE.
Damn it.
3.
Is that the game where you have to push the button fast?
A lot of games are like that, but yes.
That's pretty much every game.
There are QTEs, if that's what you're saying, yes.
Isn't there also a scene where, like, you have to go get a hair, go to a barber, just put down your controller, you're set?
Yep, that's the one. That's Shenmue 2. I did not know that the first time I played it, and I pressed the button.
The guy tells you,
I fucked
don't
up.
be a bitch, leave the controller, trust the barber.
How was I supposed to know?
He said it.
It was my first time playing it.
It's like, don't be a bitch,
He didn't say that. He just said, stop, don't move, no matter what happens. And I was like, he's gonna fucking slit my throat. So yeah, I pressed the button.
He just stops like inches, like, good. It's like, dude.
But yeah, the fucking third one's coming out for PS4, which means I have to get a PS4 now.
So you're saying it's legit this time, not like last time where it's just like, it's a fake fucking rumor.
Oh no, this is legit.
Alright.
This is legit. The guy who made the first and second game had a Kickstarter to make the third game happen. And it happened. It met its requirement in a day, so.
Wow, that's almost as fast as Rooster Teeth meeting it in like 13 hours.
Yeah, but come on. Rooster Teeth is like big now.
It's
Shenmue was
global.
big years ago.
I don't know. It better have like from your game second version. It looked like fucking Final Fantasy crap.
The what?
Art style, like graphic wise, it looked like crap.
I mean, I never played either of the Shenmues.
How it says, think of like a 32-bit of Minecraft where it's actually a sphere, not a box.
Yeah.
That's all over the place.
I've only played 2, not 1.
But now it's like if it had like God of War or like not God of War.
I mean, it's probably
Gears
not
of
going to
War?
be that good.
Left 4 Dead?
But it's for
Gems
PS4.
of War?
It'll probably be decent.
No, what's that one game with Ellie?
Last of Us.
Yeah, if it's something like that
Oh god, I love
That'd be
Last
way
of Us
better.
so much.
with quick time events, like I'd accept this.
Oh, for sure.
It'd be awesome.
I mean, maybe.
I don't know. The thing I remember from the second one is just like box art. Barber, cut me. It's like, nah. That's what I remember from Shenmue.
I mean, I was never really a PlayStation kid growing up. I had a PlayStation 2 long after their PlayStation 3 was already
see, I
introduced.
played Shenmue 2 on Xbox Original, and the first one ever was on the Dreamcast. So
I wasn't a Dreamcast kid either, unfortunately.
I didn't play Dreamcast either. I didn't own one. I just played Shenmue 2 because my brother brought it home one day because he thought it'd be cool for me to play it. Because he's like, hey, look, there's like martial arts on it. That'd be cool, right? I'm like, I don't know if it looks like my kind of game because I was like really sick that day. And he's like, come on, just pop it in. And I was like, all right, fine. And I was like, okay, well, I might as well because I got no other game to play right now. And it's a new game. And I fell in love with it the instant I put it in. So I thank my brother for that.
I'm still waiting for like the remake of the Jackie Chan Stuntmaster thing,
Stuntmaster.
where you play as Jackie Chan, you move from level to level.
Saving his uncle? But not the Jackie Chan Adventures uncle, but like, it's like another uncle, but like, and he also eats like ramen to get his health back up. I remember that game.
Yeah, you find cartons of milk to heal up. And
Yes,
shit.
that's the one.
Yeah.
What about Jet Li Rise to Honor?
I didn't play that one.
I like that one a lot.
I hate the movie. Or like Hero with Jet Li.
Well, sure, but Rise to Honor is not based on that.
I don't care. All I know is I hate them. I hate that movie.
Why?
Only because like the guy died. Like he tells like 6 or 7 of the same goddamn story, and apparently this one dude like gets stabbed or died like 600 times.
Yeah, Rise to Honor was a cool game.
The next thing you know, that one hot assistant he has gets banged finally, and she loved it.
Rise to Honor was based in modern day, not old Chinese times. So, I think you might actually like that game.
Rise of Honor.
Rise to Honor. What did I say?
I heard Rise to Honor. I was like, is that an Asian joke?
Oh, no.
You piece of shit.
I mean, you're both Asian. You can make those types of jokes.
It's in our blood. We must be racist. I mean, people today would fight that. It's like, oh no, I'm Asian, I'm not racist. It's like, dude, bullshit.
That is bullshit. Asians are some of the most racist.
Oh, did you? There's a video that my friend posted about like this white kid who like this guy's filming this white kid who just runs out to the sidelines, takes off his shirt. Is like, I'm not really a white supremacist. I'm just here.
Saw that.
I'm here for the fun. It's like he starts. The journalist or documentary dude is like asks like, what do you mean for fun? Explain to yourself. Like, dude, I was just in jail. Like, for what? I don't really want to say. It's just, it brings me back to, like, this kid is just like a fucking 8-year-old. What did he do? He got caught doing something wrong. He tried to lie. Fucked up. Nobody believed his lie. Then he just kept quiet. It's like, dude, you clearly fucked up. What? Even the journalist asking bare minimum was like, why are you here? You know, I thought it'd be fun. Like, oh, you mean like it's sort of cosplay for you? No. It's like, dude, you were caught with your fucking pants down.
So he didn't want to. He did not want to say what he was in jail for.
Because he said I think he said he was scared. He got scared. So that's why he said, I'm not actually a white supremacist. I was just here because I thought it would be fun. But that reminds me of
jail.
It reminds me of another story where someone was like, oh, I'm not a white supremacist. There's this apparently pretty famous cosplayer. I've never heard of her. According to a lot of the cosplayers.
The Supergirl.
Yes.
I know about this. I don't know her, though.
Yeah, I didn't know her, and I would have expected you to know her. But a lot of the cosplayers that I'm a fan of...
That's just it. What's your name?
I don't fucking know.
That was
shit.
Yeah, I was going to say, are you sure you want to say the name, or should I bleep it out?
You could say it. I mean, it's all over the goddamn
news.
It's
over the news.
Never mind. It's on... Yeah, go for it.
But a lot of the cosplayers that I follow on Facebook, like Liz Katz and like Vampire, whatever the fuck...
Oh, wait. Before you go on that, apparently I went to like the actual... the Facebook guy who posted it. I started reading the comments. There's one dude defending him. I was like, dude, this is just sarcasm. That's sarcasm. It's like I just kept reading. Like everybody's like saying, it's not sarcasm because he says this. Oh, it's clearly just a joke. It's not a joke because of this point. It kind of proves this guy's point. And they're just like, he's being knocked down. Like all his points don't mean shit. And he starts making fun of the people who are commenting. And somebody pointed out, it's like, you're basically defending him because it's a joke. Like I'm just I don't want people to find this comment and find out where I'm getting this from. Was like, why don't you, if it's just words and this, why don't you go up to the president, tell you fuck you, and see what happens? It's just words, right? Nothing will happen.
Right. You're
not going to be interrogated or wonder why it's going on.
I mean, you can do that.
No, you have to go through Secret Service. It's like,
there's no way you can get to the president directly. But if you're like,
go ahead
you just happen to be at a meeting, or you happen to be fucking Fox News and you have a personal interview with him, you can just go up to him and be like, fuck you, I hate you. And you can't do anything.
Tell that to the guy from CNN who basically is like, yeah, we have all your info, we can release it, just go away into the darkness.
Mm-hmm. And the Supergirl cosplayer is Elisa Kiss.
Yeah.
I do not know her. I do not know her.
So, a lot of... I only knew about this because the cosplayers that I follow, which are good cosplayers and actually decent human beings, were like, yeah, I've never heard of this chick, but I guarantee you that she is not going to be welcomed into the cosplay community anymore because she's such a bigot or whatever.
For sure.
And the whole thing was that she was at the rally. She definitely was at the rally, but she said she wasn't a white supremacist. She wasn't any of that stuff. She said she was at the rally, but she wasn't encompassing any of the bad parts or anything. And she was there because it would be a fun adventure or whatever, and her boyfriend was there, sure, whatever.
No, the kid from the previous thing, he even mentioned, I love being offensive. It's fun. How did that work for you, man? Because you're literally being upfront and that people are fighting you for it. How does it feel now to be on the receiving end of the shit stick? He's like, run, hide, kid, quiet, run.
Yeah, it's that internet voice where it's like, oh, nobody knows who I am. I could loud and insult and whatever. Oh, people know who I am now.
Yeah, it's old jackass, so yeah.
Yeah. But the cosplayer chick, she's defending herself. She's like, no, I'm not a white supremacist or whatever the fuck. It's just I wanted to like defend like the statue or whatever the fuck she was saying and this and that. And nobody believed her. There were some people that were trying to defend her. There were some people that were like, yeah, I've known her all my life. She's never like looked down on like black people or Asian people or Jews or whatever. She has no problem with it. But I just don't understand why she would be at this specifically white supremacist rally in Charlottesville. And she came back and defended herself, being like, "Oh, like I was there, but I wasn't at like the focal point where everything was going the batshit crazy. I was more on like the peaceful side or whatever. I didn't shout any of those racial slurs. I wasn't participating in any of that.
You just wanted the statues to stay up?
She was like just participating in it because it would be an adventure. She appreciated the statue or whatever the fuck. And the guy who managed her like website for like all her cosplay stuff and whatever, he took it down and he posted just one solid page like, hey, I've known her for over 10 years now. I've never known her to be racist or a bigot or anything. But knowing that she was at that rally, specifically at this rally for this, I can't condone that. So I've taken the entire website down and I quit. And that was how he handled it. But then the
smart move on his part.
Yeah, very smart move. The other part of it was like there's some people still defending her, like, oh, she wasn't really doing any of that stuff. But then a video came out of her holding her boyfriend's hand, and the boyfriend is just yelling out, "Jews will not replace us. Jews will not replace us." And she's not saying it. She's not saying it. She's not participating in any of that. God. But she's right there, marching along with him, holding his hand.
Oh my God.
And there's this big video. And after that, she deleted her Facebook account because she was just getting attacked and everything. She moved everything. She was already on Instagram, but she moved more the focal point to Instagram. And then she started getting attacked there as well.
Dude, she got fucked.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I had no idea. I had no idea that happened.
Yeah, that happened. And then people started attacking that, like, commenting, like, attacking them. Like, you can't say that because you were there. Sure, you didn't say anything, but you were still there. You're still supporting it. You're still supporting your white supremacist boyfriend. And she was like, yeah, my boyfriend's not a white supremacist or whatever. We're still there. It's like, he's yelling, Jews will not replace us. And then something came out where somebody actually messaged the guy. I think had his personal phone number somehow.
Yeah.
Messaged the guy, and the guy replied and is like, "Oh, you like to confront people? Well, luckily I like to confront people too. You bet your ass I'm a white supremacist," and going off about how he hates the Jews and blah 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 and this and that, and saying like, "Oh," to the guy who like called him on it, like, "Oh, you're just a pussy beta bitch, whatever, who wish you could fuck my girlfriend. I bet you jerk off to her and whatever the fuck." But I'm very well within my right to be proud of white power and this and that, and of course I don't want the Jews to take over the country and blah blah blah. It's like, all right, you're not only nailing yourself in the coffin there, you're nailing your girlfriend in the coffin.
Yeah,
because she could still kind of maybe escape because of course she was there, but she didn't.
The only way for her to escape now is to break up with him and make it public and be like,
nope, not anymore.
Even then, she's not going to survive very well because as from what I've read, the cosplay community is like, yeah, we're never working with her. There are some very prominent photographers. I don't exactly remember most of their names, if any. But there were a lot of prominent like cosplay community stuff, like conventions and photographers and like or event organizers and whatnot. They were just like, we're never doing business with you ever again. You're blacklisted.
Damn.
Just like that one guy who tried to pretend like he was famous as a cosplayer, and he's like, "Oh yeah, Monty based his character off of me." He's like, "No, who the fuck are you?"
Oh yeah, that guy. Where he was just like, "Yeah, I'm the basis of this character, and I'm actually going to go to Texas to Rooster Teeth to voice the character." And it got viral because everyone was like, "Oh, that's pretty cool," and this and that. And then like
somebody from the actual RT
community was like,
not
"Yeah,
community, RT
staff.
Yeah, they shut him down."
It's like, who the fuck is this guy? We don't know who the fuck he is. None of this shit is real. We have a voice actor lined up. Who the fuck are you?
Yeah, it's like we have this character is based off of this. Not at all you. You just happen to look like it. You just happen to be black and have some features at this character, which I think it's a blind character.
Yep.
It's Fox.
Yep.
It's Team Coffee.
It's Fox, but they still don't know if he's blind. I'm not up to date on that.
He's got white eyes and he looks around left and right.
It doesn't seem like he has pupils
when he exits the ship, so I assume he's blind.
Yeah. But yeah, it's like he's based off of this, and they provided proof of like, yeah, he's based off of this. Not at all you whatsoever. And then the cosplay community just shit on that guy. And
no, he also said some other stuff. He also said like, "Oh, I was on this convention with these guys at these panels, like
I was a cosplay judge for this and a cosplay judge for that, and I was invited like as a special guest for these conventions here and there."
They're all like, "Who the fuck is this guy?"
Yeah, people actually like I forget which convention, but like there was one specifically where he said, yeah, I was invited as a special guest to be like the cosplay judge because of my awesome cosplays and whatever. And then people reached out to that convention like, hey, is that true? And they're like, no, we have no idea who this guy is. He definitely was not invited. He may have attended. He was there,
but he is not. He is not.
And
What he says
he was just giving prizes out for whatever. He wasn't a judge. He wasn't personally invited. He was just there handing out his own rewards.
He was just
just trying to make it seem legit.
And then Yaya Han specifically was like, there. I was the judge. I was a special guest, and I was the judge. And I know he was there as an attendee who just happened to be giving out his own special awards and like prizes. He had nothing to do with the convention. He was there. I can guarantee he was there, but he had nothing to do with shit. They had nothing to do with whatever he's claiming he was doing. And it's like, you have to take the fact that the convention itself and like someone who was personally there and Yaya Han, it's like, they're all saying you're a fucking liar. I'm inclined to believe them. And then after that, more proof came out of like actual like photos and videotapes where like, here's like Yaya Han and like the other two judges, and then here's the guy just off to the side.
No, it just proves that he was there. He was just there. That's it.
Yeah, but like it proves that he was not a judge. He wasn't involved in any way, and you can see his badge. I think
it just came out where it was like, oh yeah, my manager did all that. It's like, dude, you were literally caught like I said, it's like with a you just caught
with your pants down,
fucking like screwing yourself. You want to try and backpedal now? It's like, no, just own it. Like, yeah.
Hey, by the way, I have a perfect picture of the eclipse, of an eclipse. There you go. What?
Okay.
That's funny.
He showed a picture that says, here's a totaled eclipse. And it was a car, an eclipse car.
Totaled. That is totaled. Yeah.
Completely destroyed. Now back to work.
Yeah, back to work. I mean, it might still run. You never know.
But dude, the white... I still can't get over that fucking kid who wanted to be like, oh, I just want to experience the strength. This is like, you want to experience like being superior, being better than everybody, and immediately when it fucks up and blows up in your face, you want to go back. Mm-hmm. It reminds me of that one, like I said this before, I think on this podcast or like on the Beyond Aired podcast, Jane Elliott or Elliot James, whatever, that old lady who was teaching about racism.
I don't think I know who you're talking
about.
That
old lady, right? Who was like, you have the right.
You executed a right that these people of color don't have.
Yes, where she's like, I'm sorry, whatever, and then she cries, and then she leaves.
She was basically teaching the class, like, on this side is just brown-eyed people, this side has, like, different colored eyes. And they was just going through like the people who have blue, of like white skin. There's like, your body language says you're open to new ideas. This and that. It's like, all right, you're good, you're fine. And there was a chick there, just like her body, she's closed, she's tightened it, she doesn't want to listen. It's like, she tells her like, why is your hand up? You're thinking of how to respond to me without actually listening. You're just wanting to prove yourself right because your reality is being challenged. And she's like, she asked her again, can you hear me? Like, yes, I can hear you. Good. Then why is your hand still up? So she's like, well, it's because you're wrong. It's like, you're thinking about how to change this reality, the real reality, to your own reality. Fuck you.
Mm.
And she's like, no, you're wrong. She starts crying. And she's like, the old lady just asks her, are you in any physical danger? Are you in any physical danger right here? Martin Luther King was shot for voicing his own opinions. Are you in any physical danger here? And she just leaves.
She couldn't take it.
And she goes back to her lecture, and the girl comes back. He's like, no, get out. You can only stay here if you apologize to every single person of color here, because you were able to, what was it? It's not her exact words, but it's like, you were able to exercise something these guys don't have. They can't even turn on the TV without being exposed to racism. You, as a white female, can go outside where you know it's safe, because you know it's safe out there, but these guys can't. They're exposed to this bullshit everywhere. You have to apologize to all of them. She's like, I'm sorry, there's racism. She's like, get out. You can either apologize or leave. She just leaves.
I'm sorry, there's racism, period. That's what she said.
She couldn't even finish her sentence. Like, the teacher cut off. I'm sorry, there's racism.
Because she didn't make it her own fault.
The teacher just cuts her off.
She said, I'm sorry that your situation sucks. That's what she said, basically.
No, she said, like,
That is what she said.
She's saying like my reality is still perfect. It's like the teacher's like bullshit. Go. You can either say sorry or leave.
Yeah, she was mad at her because she didn't say I am sorry because I was being rude. She said I'm sorry racism exists.
Yeah,
like that's her own fucking fault. So yeah,
it's so stupid. Like this kid is just like a fucking like any other teenager. I don't know what's right and wrong. Like, did your parents not teach you? Because I'm gonna tell you now, my parents taught me shit that I pretty much set in stone what I need to do for the future.
Yeah, but let's face it, not all of them do that. So some have shitty parents.
It kind of reminds me of the one chat where it's I think he's very alt-right, but he's like a Jewish guy. And I agree with him on some points, specifically on regards to racism, where he's talking to like some black guy. It's like a talk show, and they're talking about like racism, and the black guy is like the way he's phrasing the thing is like racism exists, and then that's it. And it's like, well, your solution is that racism exists. That doesn't solve anything,
right?
And it's like, and then the black guy responds like, oh, maybe you're talking about animals or whatever, but racism exists, and it's just gonna exist. Like, I agree, it exists. What you're saying solves nothing. So what is this point you're trying to make? Because all you're saying is racism exists, which I agree, and it solves nothing. So
right.
Why are we talking about? What subject are we talking about right now?
Because
it solves nothing.
That same thing can be pointed out to anybody who says all lives matter.
I mean, all lives do matter.
No, because like that's what people respond with like what was it before? It was like Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. It's like somebody says all lives matter. It's like your point means nothing. We're worried about like everybody. It's like yeah, okay. What's the point we're going to do?
All lives matter, but not all of them are in danger.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Yeah. What about the black? It's like no, all lives matter. It's like that still doesn't solve anything.
Yeah, it's just fucking worthless.
Yeah, someone just going in there trying to say like, look, don't single anything out. It's all important, and it's like, yeah, but
no. The same old teacher. If you keep watching the video, goes like, do you like? She sounds like she's there's her. There's a young white chick, and there's a tall, muscular black dude. It's like she turns her. Is sex important to you? Everybody starts laughing. I was like, oh, let me say that differently. Does gender matter to you? He's like, yeah. Do you being a male is important to you? Yeah. She turns to female. All right. Does your gender matter to you? She's like, she caught herself. Yeah. Does like your hair, like you being feminine matter? Yeah. You should not generalize. You should know that there's differences, accept them, and like just go through the stages of grief. Same thing for racism. It's like there are differences, accept them, hate them, but you know they exist.
They exist.
But at the same time, just don't be stupid about it.
Right.
It's fine to not like a specific race. It's just like, just keep that to yourself. Don't go out and act upon it.
No.
That's what makes you a bigot and an idiot.
Don't say that out loud. Don't say it's fine to hate a specific race out loud.
I hate race.
Everyone hates specific things.
I hate.
It's normal to dislike specific things, and if you, it's that's normal because you're not exposed to it too much. Because like I'm growing up, I haven't really been exposed to like black people.
Sheltered fucking life, man.
I live in a very nice neighborhood, nice-ish neighborhood. So
I live in a
but
darker,
part of this neighborhood is that I've growing up all my life. I'm rarely ever exposed to like black
gangs,
people.
thugs.
Well, I'm making a point here.
Gun shooting.
I was rarely ever exposed to like black people, so it's like that obviously comes up in my mentality and how I think about them. It's like I don't dislike them, but it's like the only ones that I've known, 2 of them were pretty cool. The other like 6 were kind of annoying. So it's like that's my only like experience with them. I know that doesn't mean everyone,
obviously. So
but it's like
so you can't generalize and say
you can't. Yeah, you can't just generalize and say you hate a specific race. It's okay to dislike certain people. Is what I meant to say earlier.
Yeah.
Because like there are certain people.
You said it's okay to hate a race, and I was like, "What are you talking about?"
Yeah. I was like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" I don't hate race. I hate people.
Yeah, I hate people.
Because it is okay to not like a black person because they're a fucking asshole.
Yeah.
But there are probably some nice ones out there.
So. And it's normal for you to not like a specific race, but that's probably because you haven't been exposed to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like, with me, it's like, I have no problem with black people, but it's like, I have very limited experience with them. Only 2 out of like the 8 people I've ever known in my life were 3 actually.
I feel like we've met, you and me, Rubberducky, we've gotten a 200% increase in meeting black people because of our new job.
Yeah, I'll say that.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about like more. Like, that's just like coworkers that we just happen to work with. I'm talking about like 8 people that I actually got to know in class and like were part of like groups and everything.
Right.
Where it's like I got to know them and only 2 of them were like, "Oh, hey, yeah, you're totally awesome, dude." The other 6 were just unfortunately stereotypical black dudes. They were just loud as fuck and they would not shut the fuck up and they were annoying as hell. So it's like I can't let that force the view of how I view all black people, but it's like, fortunately, those are the only ones that I've interacted with.
Besides the 2 that were cool.
Besides the 2 that were really cool.
Yeah. What was it? Growing up from like, from what I can remember, from like the 3rd grade all the way up to fucking freshman year, I've known like the Hispanic culture to be loud, trying to be like the fucking party boys, same time trying to be class clown and failing horribly and making the class suffer.
Yeah.
I mean, I was a class clown, but I actually got lots of laughs.
The guys I had to deal with, they were failures as clowns.
They sucked.
They suck ass and just cost the...
They were not funny, and they were just saying immature jokes just to get a few giggles out of their close friends.
Yes, that's 100% correct from what I've experienced. But it's like, these fuckers are ruining for everybody. Fuck these guys. I didn't grow up like... I didn't care if they're Mexican. I just hated these fuckers because they're ruining it for everybody. They pulled a prank on the teacher. It didn't end up so well. We lost recess. We lost like lunch recess. He's like, why don't you fuckers just fucking admit it? Like, no, we didn't do anything. Like,
all right, by that logic, I wasn't really the class clown. I was more the wise ass. If your definition of the class clown is like pulling pranks and all that shit, I didn't do that. I was just like constantly back talking.
Why is completely different from
but in a friendly banter, because I was on good terms with the teachers all my life.
It was just like, you're gonna try to one up each other during class, pulling pranks on each other. You 2 are hurt. You guys get in trouble. But then you involve the whole class. The whole class hates your ass. Now what? Mm-hmm. Oh no, our clique is great. Yeah, your clique is great until like suddenly you get pulled behind the fucking library and just get your ass beat. Magically.
And
you went to the same
in a bag.
You went to the same elementary school as I did. Like, did you know about the library?
Did you know you had a library?
I know we had one, but what about the library?
If you get pulled back there, you get your ass fucking kicked in.
Oh,
really?
That's never happened to me. No.
Good.
Nothing happened behind my.
No, you're a different school.
Are you sure it was the same elementary?
Yes, it was.
Okay.
My school was very nice.
How do I say this politely? You kind of know, it's just like, oh man, somebody went missing. Where is he? Library. Or maybe that was only my gen.
I never fucking heard that from my gen.
Good. Let's just leave it at that.
Your gen was a bunch of thugs.
All that means is your generation was either a bunch of thugs or that you knew a bunch of thugs.
Yeah, pretty much.
Either way, you're the wrong one.
Hey.
Want me and Dojira here are like pure and innocent little elementary school kids. We don't know what's going on.
Yeah, we give the apple
world.
for the teacher, you know.
Oh, you guys are wimps.
I was both. I was both the teacher's pet and the wise ass class clown.
I was in middle school. You just
also
get your
a
ass
mix.
fucking beat every day.
No,
Go through the tunnel and shit. Middle school. That was middle school, not high school. High school's a whole different equation.
Yeah, middle school. I didn't go through that tunnel. Actually,
that tunnel is also a good place to jump people. If you're not a target, you're safe.
Yeah, I was. I never got jumped. I never had any issues during that. Like going through that tunnel all 4 years of high school.
Yeah,
never had any
issues. If you're
issues.
not a target, it doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah, lucky you.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, I was pretty much friends with a lot. Like, I wasn't like close friends where like we had each other's numbers and we're gonna hang out like every weekend.
But it was just like, hey, you guys are cool.
But I was like, I was pretty much cool with almost the majority of my high school class.
Even before you were in high school.
Yeah, even before I was in high school. It was like, oh, hey, like I'm cool with the football players. I'm cool with the choir kids. I'm cool with the drama kids. I'm cool with the popular kids. I'm cool with the nerds. I'm cool with the geeks.
Pretty much.
I'm cool with the teachers, aside from certain ones. And it's like, I'm cool with everybody. Like, nobody's going to fuck with me.
Principal. Vice principal. Fucker.
Yeah, fuck the vice principal. Counselor was annoying.
Yeah.
In my final year.
Yeah.
And before that, she was like, whatever. I barely saw her, though. So it's like, whatever.
The Asian one?
The Mexican one.
The Asian one replaced the one that had cancer.
Oh, okay.
One of them had cancer?
Yeah.
I didn't know about this.
Yeah.
Granted, I barely ever saw my counselors.
Same.
To be fair, you don't notice a lot of shit in high school.
Yeah, but I barely ever saw my counselors, ever. Normally, you're supposed to, like, go at least twice a year to, like, go talk to your counselor. I don't think I ever really did that.
I didn't care to.
Yeah.
But I got what I needed, so.
Yeah, until I got fucked over.
How do I say this? I just pull information from everywhere for no reason. I just get information. It's like, oh, that's cool to know.
Listen, while you're busy trying to, like, just pull useless information that's not going to matter, I'm over there with the Yu-Gi-Oh kids just playing like, all right, we're going to have a duel right now, and then whoever loses is going to go buy soda to the Shadow
I
Realm.
was in that fucking group.
You were not there.
Yeah, nobody ever sees me.
The Shadow Realm.
Yeah, you're in the Shadow Realm.
I'm always fucking invisible.
You're banished. Fucking Seal of Odicalcos. Back then it was
The
still...
word they're looking for is blue fence.
No, this was like over by the history class for some reason.
Oh, that's a whole different thing. I thought you were talking about after school.
No. I'm talking about there was a group of kids that hung out by the history class specifically playing Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and I went to go hang out with them periodically. Like that's what I'm doing with my time. I split my like lunches and breaks between different groups, like different circles of friends. I'm like, all right, here's my Yu-Gi-Oh friends. It's like, all right,
here's
we're
my
just gonna...
10 minutes after second period. Here's my lunch group. Here's my after school people.
Like I'm gonna go to the benches over here and it's not the quad. Is it the quad? Like in the center area between?
I consider that one of the quads. There's only 4 tables.
Yeah, but then what would you consider the big area in front of the gym with where we hung out by the tree?
The octagon.
The octagon.
The octagon.
Yeah, but wouldn't that more be a quad?
No, there's no 4s.
All right, whatever. The octagon. Because like it's like one day I'll go spend my time with the Yu-Gi-Oh.
This was after sophomore year, so junior year basically.
Not necessarily.
Or senior year, because like I remember
it was
sophomore and junior we were just at the tree.
It was definitely junior and sophomore year, I guess, that I was like very split between my different groups of friends. Where it's like, I'm gonna go hang out with my Yu-Gi-Oh friends for this lunch, and then the next lunch is like, I'm gonna go hang out with my like middle school friends in the quad, and then it's like the next day it's like, go hang out with my other middle school friends at the octagon, and then it's like, I'm gonna go hang out with the popular kids and see what they're up to, and they
Did you plan this out like with like a planner and shit?
No, it was just like
I only see like a pencil you in. So
I was just like whatever I feel like.
What
today.
I remember from that was like senior year, the fucking student store just like left out sodas. Yeah, we can't sell these. Why? They're just the date for selling them is today. We can't sell these legally. So can we take them? Yeah. Everybody just started rushing over and grabbing them.
I actually have because recently I cleaned out my room and I reorganized everything and I got rid of shit that I didn't need to have like on display. Two of those things were Mountain Dew cans from Call of Duty XP back in like 2011 that expired in like 2013. They're in the fridge and I'm planning on drinking them, but I want to drink them. It's probably going to be this week. I want to drink them on a day where I know I'm not going to have to go to work or go to anywhere because like it's probably going to hit me hard. I'm probably going to be in the toilet.
Keep the can though.
Why?
Number 32 at the bottom.
But I mean, by that point, I might as well just keep the can itself. Yeah. I could just put it in like the fucking the China display case with my brother's Sprite from Iraq. I think that's Iraq. I don't know how to read Arabic. No, there's a different language. Like there's different languages.
Turkish?
No, I'm saying
Iraqian.
No, it's not Iraq.
I was going to say Middle Eastern.
It's Arabic, yes, but I'm saying there's mixes of different languages that they use. Like right here, English is the dominant language, but there's still like Spanish and Vietnamese and Korean and whatever.
Yep.
So I don't exactly know if that is Arabic because I don't know Arabic, but he was in Iraq, so
I'm just gonna assume
he did bring me a bill with Saddam Hussein on it. That's like a monetary value.
Wow.
I don't know if it's actually still valuable, but it's 20
go
dinars.
With the assumption that it is a language from the Middle East.
Let's see if that's still valuable. 20 dinars. 20 dinars.
But I don't know. I'm just going through my head about the fucking comment about the fucking white supremacist bitch.
20 dinars is worth $0.01713 US.
So it's useless.
It's worthless.
Okay.
It's 2 cents?
Got it.
It's less than 2 cents. It's practically only 1 cent. I mean, 2 if you round it up, but
I have to.
It's pretty much only worth a penny.
Damn.
At least right now. Let's
Well, here's the thing. You can hand it to somebody. It's like, here's my 2 cents on the subject.
I know. Seriously. I should do that.
Jesus. That's less valuable than my $100 Jamaican bill. $100 Jamaican bill, yeah. Because at that $100 Jamaican bill, I only gave that guy a US dollar for that $100 Jamaican money.
Was it worth like what? 1.8 or something like that?
It was worth $1.
Oh, exactly. Wow.
I was trying to like.
So how much drugs gonna get for $1? Oh,
no, because on the cruise I went to the Caribbean. I went to Jamaica. The
Caribbeans.
It was a specific island. Monterey Bay. No, that's in Vegas.
Canary.
It was a Canary Islands, I believe. No,
was it really? I was just making a joke.
No,
that's near Russia, dude.
It was some sort of island, and then also Cozumel, Mexico. And I wanted to get the specific, like, the dollar equivalent, or at least the lowest bill that I could. And while I was in Jamaica, because I was the first stop, I went to a store and I was like, what's the exchange rate for a dollar bill? And a lot of people, they just didn't have Jamaican dollars for whatever. There was like a whole street of vendors and whatever that would just get into fights because there was one of the guests from my brother's wedding, because that was the whole reason we went on the cruise. She wanted to get a specific wine or bottle of alcohol that her boss had let her try before, and it's only sold in Jamaica, and she wanted to get it. So she goes to one store and it's like $80, but then she goes to another store and it's like $65. And then she's like, "Oh, maybe I'll do it." But then like the first store owner was like, "Don't buy from that bitch. It's her shit is worthless. I'll sell it to you for like $55." And it's like the second lady was like, "Oh, don't buy from that bitch. I'll give it to you for like $50." Yeah, they were like, and then like a third fucking store owner came and was like, "I'll give it to you for like $40." They just started like coming out in the streets and fucking fighting over who was going to sell it for the cheapest.
That's funny.
That's awesome.
But yeah, and I'm trying to like, I'm going from like store to store and like asking like, "Hey, like I want to exchange like $1, unless I have to exchange like $5 for the lowest, because I don't know the exchange rate. But I want to get at least the lowest bill possible for the lowest amount of money." And a lot of people were like, "Yeah, we don't have Jamaican dollars. Yeah, we don't have Jamaican dollars." I'm going from store to store. Stores like, "Yeah, we don't have Jamaican dollars." I'm like, "Oh, Jesus Christ!" And then in one store, I'm like, "I've got, you're like the 15th store I've gone to that just doesn't have Jamaican dollars. Do you guys not have your own currency?" And I was like, "Yeah, we do, but we don't have it." And there just happened to be one random guy who was like, "Oh, you want like actual Jamaican money?" It's like, "Yeah." I was like, I'm trying to exchange the dollar for at least the bill. It's like, "Oh, here's $100 Jamaican dollar." Like Jamaican dollars. Like, that's the exchange rate. It's like, "Yeah, it's crap. That's why we don't use it." But I just happen to have a couple of Jamaican dollars. So yeah, I'll take your American $1 and I'll give you 100 Jamaican dollars.
What if it, like, in translation it's worth like double that?
That'd be hilarious. But
I mean, I could look it up right here. But even on the because we got on a shuttle from the boat to like the Heart, not Heart, but we got on a shuttle and the guy driving the shuttle was like, "Oh yeah, the Jamaican dollar is not very valuable, so you're not gonna find a lot of people with Jamaican money. It's usually all American money." Let's see, $1, 2 L's.
While you're at it, look up the yen. I'm kind of curious now.
Dollar. Well, it auto completes to yen right there. It's $1 to euro to pesos to yen to rupee, which I think is
Russia.
No, rupee is India, isn't it?
Rubles, I believe, is Russia. So
yeah, it's rupee. So I believe that is India.
Oh, that's Zelda.
Yeah,
that's Hyrule.
To Jamaican, to $1 to Jamaican is one US dollar is the equivalent of 127 and 82 cents Jamaican dollar, and that has been going up steadily actually. So it's getting more and more worthless. Jesus Christ!
You guys don't have your own fucking currency? We do, but it's worthless.
So we don't use it.
Yeah, that's pretty much that's what the guy's telling me. Is there a point where I can check the year? Full chart here. 2016. It was about $112, $110 Jamaican dollars to $1. So granted, he got the better end of that deal, but it's like I only lost like.
What's the percentage on that? Just like it's 12%.
Yeah, whatever. It's fine.
Yeah, it's like whatever. I didn't care. And then Cayman Island is the other place we got where I got an actual
Cayman Island. There you go.
Cayman Island is I got the lowest like exchange, and it has the Queen on it because they're part of the British like
Empire
somehow still. And man, the Cayman Islands were fucking beautiful. You were like apparently there's no crime there.
Huh? Why?
Because they're just
he wasn't there. That's why.
Because everybody's there is rich. They have no reason to do crime.
The word you're looking for is if all three of us go, it just turns into dead island.
Pretty much.
Which one of us is the one infected?
Everybody else. More likely me.
But yeah, we were talking to people and everything. It was like, yeah, I mean, the people that live here are actually very well off. Like fucking like movie stars have their like summer homes there and shit.
Yeah.
So that's probably part of why it's so like well kept. Like all the roads, like there's no cracks in the roads or the sidewalks. It's all fucking beautiful. There's trees everywhere. The water's blue. They got like pretty much every house has its own little personal pier. And it's fucking beautiful. And I was talking to like the people that live there. It's like, yeah, we have like no crime
on the
rates.
rocking chairs. Like it's good to have land and all that.
Yeah. And it's like the most like trouble like people encounter. It's like maybe the cops show up for like misdemeanor.
Oh shit! I'm almost out of ice.
It's like misdemeanor stuff that like teenage kids will do, but like there's no crime. There's no stealing. It's just like they're like hoodlums causing noise.
There's no reported crime. Because if it's anything like movie star kids, they're probably doing drugs, but they don't want to cause police problems. So like, just take them to your parents.
I mean, I talked to multiple people, and they're like, "Yeah, They said there's no crime, but that doesn't mean the cops don't do anything."
That's not what I meant.
It's like there's still like small stuff that happens that the cops have to deal with, sure, but it's like there's no murder, there's no like mass burglary, there's none of that kind of shit. Because it's like, why would I go to your house and break into your house and steal your fucking shit?
$50,000.
I already have my own shit.
No. Why would I break into your house, steal your $50,000 base when my $60,000 base is way better?
Yeah, it's like, why would I do that? And it's like, and then like the first guy was like, why would I go break into your house to steal your like $60,000 vase when I have this painting that's worth $70,000? It's like, what's the point? Nobody's gonna do anything.
No crime ever.
I mean, that's what multiple people told me that. And I'll believe it, because like I said, it was fucking beautiful. Mm-hmm. Like, you walk around in our neighborhoods and whatever, it's like the fucking sidewalks are all cracked, the streets are all cracked, like whatever, it's like...
You can bet there's crime.
You can bet there's crime.
For example, people parked where they shouldn't be, getting a fine for fucking...
10 minutes!
Oh my god.
10 minutes or less. Which, by the way, I have accidentally left the car out there before on Street Sweeper Day. I've never gotten a ticket.
Fuck you.
I don't know. That's what I said earlier. Like, that might just be like an asshole guy, because I've literally...
No. You know what? It might be the lady across the street. Saw the police that give these guys tickets.
Maybe. Because I've literally...
What?
She, for some reason, she doesn't like people parking in front of her house.
She's a bitch. But you guys weren't parked in front of her house.
We were not...
No, I'm pretty sure she recognizes the car and, like, saw the guy who was patrolling, like, give these guys tickets. They don't belong here. They've been here for 2 days.
Bitch.
Maybe.
If true.
Potentially. Because I've literally parked where it's like the ass end of my car is just hanging out. And I can see in the mornings, like, the street sweeper just goes around my car and then just continues going. Yeah, doesn't even bother stopping and give me a ticket.
Yeah, but I guess you're not technically on.
No, I've left. There have been far less, maybe once or twice, where I'm still on the fucking street itself.
Like every bit of the car?
Like the entire, like I am on the curb itself, completely.
Okay.
Not at all on the driveway, on anybody's driveway. I am on the street properly. And I can see the street sweeper just go, like you can see like little path, like street sweeper comes, and then just like stops, and then it continues on. No ticket on my car whatsoever.
Same here.
It's like, all right. Which surprised me, because I was like, maybe because it was 2 cars, or maybe because of that asshole lady across the street, but it's like, I've literally left the car out there, or like hanging out, and I've never had issues with it. Granted, I shouldn't, but it's just surprising to me, to be honest. But now you have that Lugia.
Yeah.
You have those 2 Lugias.
Very true.
Very true.
It is worth that bitch of a lady ratting out us.
Yeah.
Right.
Ratting us out.
On that note...
And luckily you got that supervisor pay, so you can handle that $51.
Mm-hmm.
On that note, let's end the podcast. This is Smokey, and he is...
Dojira.
And he is...
Rubberducky.
Laters.
Peace.
Out.